Imagine if going to the gym functioned the same as an RPG. Every workout was a chance to grind XP, every meal buffed some of your character's stats, sleep restored HP, and alcohol gave you a debuff. It's kind of crazy, but that's how it already works. Getting in shape is not like a pull from a slot machine. It's not reserved for people who get lucky or people who are genetically gifted. Rather, most people quit because they have that 2-month motivation that slowly dies off because they're not seeing results right away. And it's not necessarily anyone's fault for losing this motivation. It's kind of ridiculous how many reels I see of 20-year-olds weighing 220 lean and benching 405 for reps. People's expectations are now that they're gonna make quick and easy gains in 2 or 3 months with just a little bit of intense training. When people don't see that feedback right away, they either quit, train with less intensity, or turn towards gear. And to be honest, I think those are all equally cringe options. Most people don't fail in the gym because they can't make progress. People fail at the gym because they quit before their XP finally compounds. The higher level you get, the slower your progress is gonna become. But that doesn't mean that you're not gaining XP. That means that each new level you attain now takes more grinding than the last. So let's break this down piece by piece with the RPG analogy. Every single time you step foot into a gym, I want you to think of this as a wild encounter. We need to extract as much XP as possible to get to that highest level. Think about it. If you need to prepare for Cynthia's Garchomp, who's gonna sweep you with earthquakes every turn, you need to prepare properly, and you're not gonna do that by fighting a bunch of level 3 Starlies on Route 201. You're gonna go to Victory Road, and you're gonna grind those much tougher mons while watching Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 Maki edits on YouTube in the background.
ひどいな。人の心とかないんか？
ああ、あいつが持ってっちまったからな。
In fact, grinding those level 3 Starlies is almost so useless that it's essentially a waste of your time. This perfectly reflects the importance of training close to or to failure. In experienced lifters, hypertrophy only occurs when training close to failure. In terms of obtaining muscular hypertrophy, just as grinding out those level 3 Starlies is a waste of your time, so is going to the gym and not pushing yourself. So every single time you lift weights close to failure, you're farming as much XP as possible. Now let's talk about food. You know how Xenoblade has those skill trees, and I guess every other JRPG for that matter, and Expedition 33 has the Luminas to invest at the Curator, Paper Mario and Sea of Stars have the rewards after leveling up you can invest in, and Persona has the Confidants? That's what food is. And those in-game buffs are so essential that you're just leaving progress on the table if you don't take them. And that's essentially what eating a balanced diet and getting enough protein is. Most research I'm seeing right now is showing that you only need 0.7 to 0.8 times your body weight in grams of protein per day. That means that someone like me who weighs 200 pounds, which is also pretty average for Americans, needs 140 grams of protein a day. That means I need just under 50 grams of protein per meal in order to get my protein goal for the day. And with how easy and accessible protein supplements are, this is not too bad. For sleep, think Pokemon centers or any campsite mechanic ever, or Link going to his bed and replenishing his hearts. This is how your body repairs and restores itself after grinding. Sleep does so many things. Muscle protein synthesis occurs during sleep. Your body is regulating its hormones. You're repairing your central nervous system in brain fatigue. Your ATP and energy storages are getting replenished, and your overall health is increasing. If training is the battle that gives us XP, sleep and recovery is the way that we can absorb the rewards from the battle and prepare for the next fight. Even with the best and most optimal training plan possible, if you're not sleeping and resting, you're gonna be going into every single boss battle with 1 HP. Finally, we need to talk about debuff avoidance. And the one that comes to mind the most is alcohol. Gains can be made while drinking. However, you're essentially nerfing yourself by allowing what your body treats as poison into your body in any amount. It is important to enjoy life, spend time with your friends, and have a drink with them every once in a while, and to reap the toils of your labor. However, if you're drinking every weekend, you're just leaving gains on the table. Alcohol consumption in any amount is gonna cause lessened muscle protein synthesis, dehydration, worsened sleep, reduced fat loss, lessened brain functionality, and the list kind of just goes on and on. There's other debuffs that are gonna hurt your muscular hypertrophy too. Illness, drowsiness, depression, anxiety, mental challenges. Realistically, the toils and hardships that come with everyday life are gonna hurt your muscular hypertrophy in some sense. But these hardships don't determine the outcomes of the combat. They only make it harder and something more difficult to overcome. Just like in an RPG, obtaining debuffs is pretty unavoidable. Yet, I bring up alcohol in particular because I think it's one that's probably the most detrimental, yet the easiest to cut out at the same time. And I'm not telling you that you have to never have a drink again, but just be a little bit more conscious of what it is that you're truly putting into your body, why you're doing it, and the effect that it's having on you. So I am finally gonna go and train legs and record it and put it on this YouTube channel. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the analogy and how it impacts every single one of my lifts and exercises and exercise selection and how I prepare and get the most out of every single lift. All right, we got our energy potion here, which is just 200 milligrams of caffeine straight to the dome. Also creatine in here, just a free stat buff for your brain functionality and energy production. So we're gonna go take this and then go hit legs. Super off topic, but I've always had a really big fear of recording myself going to the gym. I just hate the idea of being a hindrance to other people, but also caring about like how other people are perceiving me. When you die, no one's gonna care about the risks you did or didn't take. If you have something to give to the world, not only is it lazy and self-centered to not produce that and give it to the world, but it's actually morally wrong to not output something that would be beneficial. So while I'm recording this, it's kind of like I'm on pins and needles. Like I've lived my life so long, like caring about what other people think of me. It's really sad. It's really sad. But anyway, we got the Squirtle t-shirt today. I don't really know what warming up would be considered. Maybe just doing some easy combats to get back into the groove of things. So, doing some easy combats to remember the combat system, I guess. We have leg extensions, hack squats, calf raises, and a hamstring curl. So we're doing leg extension, unilateral leg extensions here. We're gonna do these unilateral because this machine doesn't have enough weight for me. We're gonna do leg extensions before hack squats because these are gonna train all 4 heads of the quads. So it's really important to train them first so we can get the most motor unit recruitment, but also because hack squats are super fatiguing. So if we do this before hack squats, we're gonna feel much more fresh and get the most out of both of these exercises. Gotta farm as much XP as possible out of this exercise, but also save room to farm XP on our hack squats. We're doing hack squat right now, right after leg extension. This is gonna be the main quad builder of the exercise. Well, the leg extensions are important too, but just gonna train to failure on this set because I'm not hitting legs for a while. So gonna train till failure on this one because I can afford to take all the fatigue that comes with it. And yeah, gonna get as much XP out of this fight as possible. Dude, that was insane. 5. The machine weighs 125, and these weights, 4 plates on each side, 90, 180, 360. 360 plus 125 is 485. That's kind of freaky. Okay, so we're gonna do a calf press on here. I'm not leg pressing 8 plates, and we're gonna do a hold at the bottom because the calves do benefit from stretch mediated hypertrophy. Holding in the stretch brings on a lot of muscular fatigue, but I don't really need to worry about muscle fatigue in my calves. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And I do a count to 4 or to 3. Pretty good. And we are officially maxing out this machine. So let's see how it goes. Probably gonna go for 6 with a rep in reserve for the first set. I forgot to say that while doing this, you want to flex your core, kind of flare your lats. That's how I do it, which braces my whole body, which stops me from swinging or lifting my butt to continue the lift. It's our second set, and again, we're gonna brace our core and flare our lats. Keep your pelvis down. Last exercise is this core roller thingy. So, I like to flex my butt so that I don't brace my lower back to pull up myself. So I'm using my core the entire time. Oh, okay, we're done. All right, so that was a lower day. And honestly, kind of fire. I am a little disappointed. I feel like the core exercise could have been a little quicker, but I was actually in the gym for 3 hours because I was talking to friends the whole time. So that was a little bit of a not what was going to plan. Just reflecting upon the RPG analogy is we went into the gym, and especially for something like that hack squat, we really gave it our all. And yes, it was brutal and exhausting and tiring, but it paid off really well, I think. Yeah, I know it paid off really well. That was a grueling set and a grueling exercise. And even though I've been training my quads for 5 years, I know I pushed myself so hard and close to failure and to failure that I'm going to see growth for it. And I think that's why I like this RPG analogy. It shows that no matter where you are, there's more improvement that can be made and you can always be better. And it's not something to be disappointed about, it's something that should be motivating. You are your own main character, and there's always improvement you can make, and there's always more that can be done. You are investing in yourself as a character. And also, I got a new car. I named her Rika after my Rika from Jujutsu Kaisen, because my other car had to die for this car to be born. Okay, y'all, that is going to be it for the video today. I really hope that if there's anything you can get out of this video, it's that you're truly your own main character. So it's up to you to give the gym and all areas of your life your highest effort. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. If you made it this far, or even if you just watched 2 minutes, know that I'm truly super grateful that you're here to watch me and take part in this content I really love making. Let me know if there's anything more you want to see, and I'll see you in the next one.